all these electronic systems are fallible. And if during the whole Cold War, both the United States and the Soviet Union were receiving false alarms of missile attacks. But they were working together to diffuse things, and so neither side believed the warnings, which was fortunate because nobody ever pushed the button. Well, right now, there's such hostility between the United States and Russia, and no one's working together, that these warnings will be believed. And the button will get pushed. So we could all be gone just because a false alarm. A false alarm could do us in. And certainly, whoever's running around green lighting attacks on Russian strategic forces, if we don't find out who's doing that and stop it. So these are the questions that I think are important, and they're not getting any attention. None. I keep talking about them, and no one else does. So there's no one says, "Hey, he's right. This is dangerous." It's just ignored. So it makes it difficult to see how the Earth is to survive.
Well, thank you, Mr. Roberts, for coming on the platform again. I hope to have you back on soon. I know you're busy. Hey, be safe and be blessed, and I'll talk to you later.
I look forward to it, Rashid. All right. Goodbye for now.
All right. Bye-bye. Everybody, listen, thank you for joining me. We got a lineup this week. Later on, right now, we're supposed to have Carl Zong, but we're going to, I think that's fungible. We might have to reschedule because of his schedule, but we also, tomorrow we'll have journalist Kiji Noy on. We'll have, the day after that, we'll have journalist Tariq Amar on. Friday, we'll have Mike Mihalovich on. We're going to have a blockbuster week for you guys. I'm working hard to try to get you guys the guests that you deserve for your support of the platform and the channel. I really, 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 really appreciate everything. So as we go off, I always say, do right by others, not because there's some material gain or because there's some accolades behind it, but do right by others because it's the right, humane, and the godly thing to do. Because even when no one else is watching you, remember, God Almighty is watching you. He sits high, but he looks low. Know that I love each and every one of you who loves the truth, but know that the love that I have for you will always pale in comparison to the love that God has for you. Until we next speak again, stay strong, stay true, but remember above all things to stay righteous. Hey, mama, your baby boy loves you more than life. Deuces, everybody. Thank you all. We're out of here. Peace.
Refreshing to see people that can see straight through it. And don't buy the political rhetoric one way or the other. It's so rare. And so, of course, I'm happy to come on your show. I'm happy to have you on my show. And I think cooperation, the mindset, and this is the multipolar mindset too, isn't it? All boats rise with the tide.
Thank you, my friend. And I'll see you this weekend.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Hit the like button. If you're not a member or a channel member on Brian's channel, go do that. Support his work just like you support ours. And we thank every one of you for joining us. Now, in closing, I always say do right by others, not because there's some material gain or some accolades to get behind that. Do right because it's the godly and the humane thing to do. And remember, even when no one else is watching you, God is watching you. My mom always says, God sits high, but he looks low. I want to thank each and every one of you. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. If you love truth, I love you. But know that the love that I have for you will always pale in comparison to the love that God has for you. Until we next speak again, stay strong, stay true. But above all things, remember to stay righteous. Hey, mama, your baby boy loves you more than life. Deuces, everybody. Thank you all. Peace.
The dancing.
Well, Larry, thank you again for joining me on short notice, man. You always come through for me. I really, really appreciate it.
Guys, has it really been almost 50 minutes?
Yeah. It's all. I'm looking 47 minutes, 33 seconds.
Boy, Time goes fast when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Larry, man, I appreciate it, man. I'll hit you up later on, man. Be safe.
All right, brother. Always happy to accommodate.
All right,
You behave yourself.
I will. I sure will,
All
man.
right.
I'll talk to
All
you
right.
later.
Later.
Everybody, and thank Larry. Again, hit the like button, everybody. Please hit the like button. So I told you, this is the most powerful platform for truth, bar none, on God's green earth. So listen, I want to thank each and every one of you for your time today. We're going to have another live stream coming up either tomorrow or Friday, and we also have a channel member and Patreon stream coming up this week before the week's end. Okay, I want to thank all of you for your time, for your participation, everything. It means the world to me that you would give your ear to listen to truth, because with all of this foolishness and all of the distraction out there, it's hard to get people to recognize truth and to listen to truth and to accept truth. So I want to thank each and every one of you. And now, as we go out, like I always say, look at each other and do right by each other, not because there's some material gain to it or because some accolades or some applause is coming from it. Do right by each other because it's the godly, the right, and the humane thing to do. All right? Because even when no one else is watching you, God Almighty is watching you. And as my mother always says, he sits high, but he looks low. I want to thank you all. And I want to say to you who loves the truth, know that I love you with all my heart, but know that the love that I have for you will always pale in comparison to the love that God has for you. Until we next speak again, stay strong, stay true. But above all things, remember to stay righteous and hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hey, mama, your baby boy loves you more than life. Deuces, everybody. Thank you. We're out of here. Peace. And you see how things work out. I didn't even know all of that was in the video, but that was the last video of the night. You see how God works. God is always good. I want to take the time out to thank each and every one of you for joining me again on the most powerful platform for truth anywhere on God's green earth. This has been a true news rundown with your friend, your brother, and your ally, Rashid. I want to thank you all. And remember to do right by others, not because there's some material gain in it or because there's some accolades or some kind of recognition in it. Do right by others because it's the right and humane thing to do. Because even when no one else is watching, remember that God Almighty is always watching. He sits high, but he looks low. Remember that. Know that I love each and every one of you if you love truth, but know that the love that I have for you will always pale in comparison to the love that God has for you. And until we next speak again, stay strong, stay true. But above all things, remember to stay righteous. Hey, mama, your baby boy loves you more than life. Deuces, everybody. Thank you. We're out of here. Peace. How Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Red Pill Diaries. I'm here with my friend and today co-host from the New Atlas, Brian Berletic. How's it going today, Brian?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me back.
Brian, let's jump right into it. There's so many things going on today.
That you're spending on or suffering.
Always close out. I always have to say this: do right by others.
Me on. I really appreciate the opportunity to reach out to more people with this message.
And I'm glad you came on because it's a blessing to me and it's a blessing to those. Because Brian, you're always on point with everything, and I really appreciate it. And we give each other flowers while we're here. And so I want to thank you, Brian, for joining me. Stay on as we end the show. I want to thank everybody who's listening to the show. And as I always close out, I always have to say this: do right by others, not because there's some material gain behind it or because some accolades are involved. Do right because it's the right, humane, and godly thing to do. Because even when no one else is watching you, God Almighty